I know, I'm a coffee addict. It is what it is. Hello guys, I'm Isabel Miller and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new here. In today's video I'm going to enjoy my second iced coffee of the day while talking to you about this thing that everyone is struggling with. Confidence. I'm going to approach the how to be more confident topic and tell you guys about my struggle with shyness and insecurities, and also how I managed to become more confident and increase my self-esteem in the past years. I want to share with you guys some aspects of confidence gain that I think are really important to keep in mind. These things will not only make you more confident, but also help you in becoming a happier and more optimistic person. I personally found these things extremely useful, and I still do them in order to become the best version of myself. So if you want to know about my journey and some useful tips, just keep on watching. People that surround you. One thing I consider essential in gaining confidence is the people that surround you. I have had my fair share of experiences with the wrong kind of people. And maybe someday I'll make a video about my high school experience and how it impacted me. But one thing is certain. If your friends or collective you're a part of, whether they are your classmates or volunteering mates, do not support you and do not give you that positive vibe, you will simply not flourish. The environment you are in is so important for your personal growth, and you are able to create it. Personally, I transferred high schools in my sophomore year because I simply couldn't see eye to eye with my classmates. We weren't on the same wavelength, and so I couldn't really fit in or make friends. I felt like I didn't belong there. So, choose the people you work with and your friends carefully. Learn how to let go of those toxic and negative people in your life. And don't be afraid to take a step back whenever necessary, because as much as you'd like to, you can't always be all flower power in a toxic environment. Don't compare yourself to others. As Theodore Roosevelt said, comparison is the thief of joy. And one thing I did wrong for so many years was to keep comparing myself to others and their way of thinking and doing things. You are unique and you think and do things differently, and that is totally fine. If you desperately try to fit into society's standards and be like others, you will only be meaner and more judgmental with yourself. Keep in mind that every life journey is different for everyone, and as you can meet your goals at 20, some other person meets theirs at 40. As someone marries at 18, you may not even get married at all. You can be a short or a tall person with a beautiful smile or with a tooth that doesn't respect the rule. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is constantly improving yourself in order to reach your goals and follow your dreams. Be confident in who you are, because your uniqueness makes you step up. And to make an imagination exercise, think for a minute of a world in which everyone is the same. Pretty boring, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Embrace failure. If there is one thing that I learned from the time when I used to be so shy and insecure, is that failure is not an obstacle in your life, but more like an opportunity to get back up and do better. If you are scared of not doing it well the first time, you will never learn. You will be caught up in this loop of constant disappointment and sadness. Okay, so I have done this wrong. so what? I am a human being and we all make mistakes, right? But one thing is for certain, that I can and will do better next time, and even better the time after that. And that's the tea. Or should I say coffee? It is about having a growth mindset. If you're not familiar with this concept, it was developed by psychologist Carol Dweck in her book Mindset. Duh. So you can take a look there. And even more, it is about how you see yourself. If you see yourself as a loser, as a person that cannot talk to others and can't do anything right, then that idea of yourself becomes who you are. If you are optimistic about your values and aptitudes and create a good image of yourself, then that will help you become better. I'm going to hit you guys with another Theodore Roosevelt quote. Ready? Believe you can and you're halfway there. Bam! You can also take it as a fake it till you make it piece of advice. By repeating to yourself you are one way or another, let's say you trick your brain into believing it. Implying yourself in all sorts of activities, such as volunteering work, going to projects, reading personal development books, and practice overall are a great way to kickstart your confidence growing journey. Check out my previous video in which I talked about 3 books that changed my life. Having a developed way of thinking helps you put things into perspective and be more reasonable. That way you can understand better the difference between your attitude and your character, simply by seeing how you respond to certain situations. Take care of yourself. Whether you pamper yourself, read a book, or meditate, allowing yourself to relax, or do some sports or cook something healthy is so important. Taking care of your body not only boosts your self-esteem every time you look in the mirror and say, "Wow, I look great today," but also changes every aspect of yourself. For example, exercising is the happiness hormones releaser, and so in my case, every time I work out, I feel happier and more confident in myself. I usually do a 15-30 minutes workout in the morning to start my day just right. Wear whatever makes you feel beautiful without thinking so much about what others may say. There are always going to be people that just feel so miserable that they want to make you feel the same way. So just ignore them. As much as you may want to explain yourself and even become defensive about it, the best thing you can do is simply say, if that's what you think, then that's alright. You are not responsible of the image people make of yourself in their mind. And so, stop trying to make everyone like you. Just be yourself, but don't let people make the wrong impressions of you. Positive thinking makes you 10 times more attractive than negative thinking. You are going to have bad days and feel sad. And when that happens, try to find things you like about yourself. For example, in such a day, write 5 things you like or love about yourself, whether they are personality traits, skills, or even physical aspects. At first, you may struggle with it, but just keep going until you get there. That way, you will become more aware of yourself and increase your self-esteem. My confidence growing journey started some years ago when I noticed I was super shy and unable to keep a conversation with a person I didn't know. But it wasn't until like 2 years ago in my sophomore year of high school when I really started reading personal development books and really understanding what was going on inside. I started working as hard as I could to get rid of that bad mindset I had. And now, if I make a comparison between my 2 selves, I can see huge changes. From the way I walk and dress, to the way I talk and think. It's not easy, but it isn't impossible either. So, if you take something from this video, let it be the fact that gaining confidence is a long and difficult journey. And having confidence does not only mean having the courage of wearing a certain type of clothes, but also not being afraid to speak up your mind and fighting for what you think it is right. You have to be patient because it takes time to discover yourself. You have to be committed and prepared to let go of those toxic people in your life, those toxic things you do. Be a genuine person and help others as much as you can, but without putting yourself last. Never ever remain in an uncomfortable situation for the sake of others. And most important, be optimistic and believe in yourself, because you can do incredible things. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you won't miss any future videos. Let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see next, and follow me on my socials linked in the description box. And let me know, guys, if you liked this coffee talk and if you want me to do more of these. Bye!